Good afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D. And of course, it's the Tuesday cook-along. I feel like I haven't been in this kitchen for so long.
You haven't been.
You might have to start all of my old habits from scratch. Exactly.
This is a stage. Wow.
Welcome to the kitchen, Chef Aya. Lovely to have you with us again.
It's always good to be around here.
So today on the Afternoon Express cook-along, we will be preparing dinner along with you for the next hour in the kitchen. And on today's menu, we are preparing Dhal and a flavoursome curry, roasted vegetables with coconut rice, made by our faves, Chef Aya and Clem. And of course, joining us in today's cook-along is model and actress Phumeza and her muso husband Mnqobi, aka Shota Mdabe. And the kitchen is definitely going to be the hottest place this evening. And the curry better be hot too. So Dhal and vegetables, amazing.
Yeah.
What is going to make today's curry a little bit different and even more special?
Can I just say that your palate's always very much on trend. You just told me now you really can't wait for this vegetable curry. It's what you're into right now.
Yes.
The world is moving to amazing vegetable embracing stage right now. So that's what we're doing today. We're taking really great vegetables, combining it in a curry, in a dal curry.
Amazing.
With a very, with a twist. Besides the no meat, we're adding a bit of like a modern twist to it as well. It's great. It's really great.
Yeah.
No one will be lacking and missing the meat today. Guaranteed.
Amazing.
It's more like going back to like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when you used to grow up at your house. I mean, you hardly ate meat every day.
Yeah, exactly.
And then now we're taking it back now to the old school, which is
And
great.
is there a nice bite in this curry? Because, I mean, the weather outside is just
we're
calling
doing
for
rice
it.
with coconut milk, and then you're going to
Yeah.
be adding our spring onions to it. It's going to taste amazing.
Oh, I cannot wait. Fragrant, flavorful, it's all happening today in this kitchen. And of course, to get the ingredient list and a link to the recipe sent to your phone, simply SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. And remember to keep your device with you in the kitchen while you cook along with us, because we are streaming live on YouTube. Actually, somebody sent me an Insta story yesterday that they were in their car watching. So as long as you drive safely, you can watch the show anyway. But of course, we are streaming live, so do give us a call whenever you want. And the number is 021 430 9881 if you want to chat to our amazing chefs or to our fantastic guests that we've got in the loft today. And then dessert.
It's a naughty one.
Oh, I mean, it's always naughty with you guys, but it is a South African favorite, Amagwinya, also known as fat cooks, with a whole lot of sweetness. This is just my best.
Yeah,
because it's not so sweet.
It kind of fools you, plays with your mind a bit, right?
Yeah.
So it's traditional Amagwinya, filled with chocolate hazelnut spread. That's in the inside. But then we're not done. Then we toast some almonds, blend it with some icing sugar, and we dust the whole thing in that. It is...
Oh, it's going to be too much. It's going to be absolutely
The
delicious.
combination works very well.
Yeah.
The nuts, toasted nuts and nuts, it's going to be so
Because
amazing.
the fact that you're doing it with Amagwinya means that it's not as dry as what a profiterole is. It's quite chewy as well.
No,
It's
exactly.
Oh, I die. It's absolutely delicious. Now, of course, for the full list of ingredients and link to this recipe, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. All right, we're going to get into it now. Over the years, actress Phumeza Mdabe and musician Mnqobi Mdabe have steadily built their names in the entertainment industry, whilst maintaining a really strong marriage. But after having their beautiful baby boy, Mpilo, life threw a curve at them, and Mpilo was diagnosed with a rare form of eye cancer, which left him blind. 5 years later, after chemotherapy and an operation, Mpilo is one of the happiest little boys that you've ever seen. He's gorgeous. And what could have torn their family apart has made them even stronger. So strong, in fact, that they are now in the process of starting the Mpilo Foundation to raise funds for children who need to get prosthetic eyes or any other eye operations. Have a look at this.
So what are you doing?
So I'm gonna work.
You're working?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So let's work in the computer. So we're gonna try it and press.
Okay.
So we go. Let's go. 11 minutes out.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Oh, is this your song?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hey. 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 Hey.
Yeah. Let me press it. Beautiful song.
Beautiful song, Nana.
I don't know.
You don't...
I can do it and
Yay! Woo! Such a nice song.
Bye, okay, let's go.
Hi guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
So wonderful to have you here.
Mpilo making
finally.
his debut in his PJs.
Mpilo, this is the first time you're on TV, hey? How does it feel?
Say hi to Sissy first.
Hi.
Earlier on in the show, we decided that I made him very shy.
Yeah, he blushed for.
Oh, sweet. So we're going to get to Mpilo in just a minute, but the two of you, I mean, you've built such an amazing family.
Thank you.
What a great couple. How did you guys meet?
We met in 2007. I was looking for a record deal. I went to Universal Records. They loved my voice. They were like, okay, let's hook you up with a producer. And they introduced me to Shota. And
Amazing.
yeah, that's how we met, basically, before the whole relationship started.
Did you fall in love immediately?
No, not immediately.
Not really.
Not really.
You know,
Not immediately.
first time I met her, I was a bit disturbed because I was swamped with work, and she was late. You know, so when she came, I was like,
we were
this
getting
girl,
lost.
you know, she's one of those. You know what I mean? But eventually, you know, we got along. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. And you've been together now for so long and you've really created such a lovely family. And then in Mpilo, you were blessed with this gorgeous boy.
Yes.
When did you first notice that something wasn't 100%?
So when he was born, he had really black pupils. Like, they were like scary black. But we thought, okay, it's probably just his eyes. And then as he grew up, you know, his eyes were going squint. And when he started walking, he was feeling his way around the house. And then my sister-in-law, his sister, was actually like, you can get the squint fixed, you know, so that when he gets to school, he doesn't get teased. You know how children are.
How much vision did he have at that point?
I think less than 50%, probably.
Okay.
But because he knew the house so well, he was, you know, finding his way around. We took him to an optometrist. The optometrist said, no, the bridge on his nose hasn't developed, so it's going to pull his eyes back when it does develop, and we don't have anything to worry about. 3 months later, we went back. We were like, something's wrong. This was on the 22nd of December, 2014.
Wow. 3 days to us.
Yeah, and then she immediately, you know, got an alarm and she sent us to a specialist.
What were those warning signs where you thought something's not?
Just that he was feeling his way around the house and he was going more squint.
Okay.
And it's just a feeling that you have as a parent, like something is not, you just feel it, you know?
Yeah.
And then we went, and the same day, we went to the doctor, and yeah, the doctor diagnosed him the same day. Literally went into theatre, put him to sleep because he was a baby, so he wasn't, you know, cooperating when they put the light in his eyes and so forth. And he came back and he was like, guys, there's no other way to put this. Your child has eye cancer in both eyes. We need to get the right eye removed immediately because it's threatening his life. It's going to the brain. We'll try and save the left eye, but we're not promising anything. So,
Wow, that's a lot of information to take in a day.
On the 22nd of December, can you imagine?
And we were struggling to find a doctor. He was going away. It was a mess.
It was just a mess. 2014 was just bad for us.
Yeah. So what did they do? Did they have to, what did they, oh, bless you, my sweetheart.
Bless you, Nana. So we, on the I think the following day or something, after he went in to get his x-rays done, we had to attend the first cycle of chemo, which was on the 30 or 31st of December, if I remember properly. And then 29th of January 2015, he got his right eye removed. And then we started the whole process of chemo, radiation. Well, first it was chemo. When the chemo didn't work, then we went to radiation. Then the radiation didn't work. And then it was like, okay, guys, you've got a week to decide. It wasn't really a decision. It wasn't like we could decide, no, don't take it out. Because if we didn't, it was going to go to the brain. So it was like, just take it out.
Exactly.
You know?
And then you had to do the chemo anyway again.
Yeah.
We had to...
Yeah, later, after radiation.
Yeah.
What was that like? And I mean, it must be quite difficult for a child to be on chemo as well.
Yeah, but he's a strong boy. You know, we find comfort in him because we'd be laughing. He didn't lose his hair.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't vomit just, you know, like others.
Randomly,
So
he gave us strength, you know, but it was
he
very difficult.
He gave us the strength to get through it.
He actually did.
Amazing.
Because we would be sulking and, oh, our baby's sick. And he'd be like, I'm carrying on
He's
with
on
my
strong
life.
drugs and we would be like...
I'm playing, you know, the doctors, after his first eye got removed, told us that this is a very painful operation. He's going to be on heavy medication. Please bear with him the next couple of days. And we would get home and just play. And it was like, okay,
Yeah.
It's
A
not so
beautiful,
bad.
amazing, strong spirit, hey, Mpilo?
Very strong boy. I don't know
Yeah,
where
big
he gets
boy,
so much
strong
strength
boy,
from.
Yes.
So he's inspired you now to go and do so much work for so many other children. You have got the Mpilo Foundation.
Yeah.
And also you do a lot of work with Chalk. Tell me about the work
Yes.
that you do with these two.
Okay, so Mpilo Foundation is still in the very early stages.
Yeah.
We basically, through this journey, Mpilo lost both his eyes. After that, the whole cancer journey, we now began the journey of trying to find him a school and trying to adapt to having a blind child. And we realized how difficult it is to access
Really?
any
In our
sort of
country,
schools or...
it's terrible.
It's either you take your child to boarding school, but if you don't want to take your child to boarding school, then you're not left with much choices. So at the moment, we homeschool him.
What do you mean in terms of, there are no blind schools?
There are, but there's very few good
To be
blind
honest, they are
schools.
terrible, man. Like
The
you
ones
get
that we-
they are not well looked after.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
The
I know
ones
it's a
that
bit
are near
controversial,
us,
but it's
yeah.
reality.
Yeah.
Okay, and then will he have to be homeschooled now his whole life?
Well, that's what we're trying to put into place where, children similar to his situation that can't... some parents I feel for because they had to take their child to boarding school. I mean, what can you do? Your child needs to get education.
Yeah.
But in our case, we're fortunate enough to be able to be in a position to say, okay, let's try and see what happens. Let's start a foundation. We'll slowly build it, into a school where we will have a few children. We'll see how it goes. We've already met with people who are qualified to teach
Teachers.
special needs children who are blind.
Yeah.
And also just have a fund in place for children who need to get prosthetic eyes and any operations to do with eyes, because there was a point where we struggled to get his prosthetic eyes. Each prosthetic eye at the moment costs 22,000 each eye, and you have to change it as he grows, which is almost every year. It is every year.
And how does it fit? Is it like a contact lens almost?
Yeah, it's
do you
like
put
a
it in
plastic
yourself,
eye.
or
Take it
does it
out.
have to be surgically put in?
No, you can take it out, clean it, put it back,
Okay.
And things like that freaked us out when we first heard it. We were like, what? I'll never be able to do that, you know? And
now it's
he
second
was a
nature.
baby and he would take it out and we would freak out together and run to the doctor. It was...
So is there no pain, or there's no, what would it feel like for him?
Well, we've trained him to not take it out because, I mean, it's not nice, especially for his siblings as well. And when you see him without eyes, it's not a nice...
It takes you back.
Yeah.
So
he knows that he gets into trouble if he takes his eyes out. Right, Mpilo?
Right?
So we've trained him to sort of know that please don't take your eyes out. And then when you're older, when you're in your own space, then you can start, playing with your eyes. And
when he's teasing his friends and stuff.
It's incredible how you guys are just... because obviously your whole life had to change.
Yes.
But you're just adapting in the most beautiful way.
It's because of him,
We don't have a
honestly.
choice.
Yeah.
He's a gift.
He's a gift.
God chose us. God knew that we were going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
And we are doing just that. And we are winning the battle. We are winning the battle.
And it's challenging you guys as well, but also in such positive ways as well. I saw on your Instagram where you went bungee jumping to raise money for Chalk. I was thinking, are you mad?
No, I didn't know I was afraid of heights. I honestly did not know. I've flew in planes. I've done everything. I was like, oh, okay, no, that's not scary. I'd probably jump off a plane. And then I got there and I got at the top. I was like, yo, I am not committing suicide. I can't jump. I'm sorry, Mpilo. I got home and I was like, I'm sorry because I was doing this for you and other children with cancer, but I just couldn't. It was the most scariest thing. That's when you realize that, okay, I still have so much to deal with as a person, Yeah.
But you are doing such amazing work, and especially at bringing around so much awareness, I suppose, because I don't think a lot of people know that there's so many things that you would need, I suppose.
Yeah.
Especially with homeschooling and stuff. So have you guys had to learn how to read Braille, I suppose, to teach him one
We're
day?
still learning how to
They take
read
through
Braille.
everything, how to take care of him, his emotions, and also to rearrange your house as well.
We can't rearrange our house.
You can't rearrange your house. It must stay the same, and a whole lot of things, But like she said...
Special toys, they have balls that make sounds.
Yeah. Their toys are different.
So there's a lot. Our country still needs to, just special needs in general, not just blind children. But that's when we realized the plight of special needs children, how they're just forgotten, literally forgotten.
It's like they're non-existing. You go to those schools, it's terrible.
So
Our big goal right now is to start our own school.
yeah.
Wow.
You know, we're still hunting for funders now. We just want
Yeah.
to start a school where these special people can be taken care
Because
of.
they're really special and they have their own talents and they have their own,
Yeah.
you know, funny
That is
personalities.
so important and so
Yeah.
vital. I really hope that you are able to do it and to get it off the ground.
We'll
We're
do our
hustling, we'll
best.
get funders.
Yeah.
We'll start our own
No,
school.
you will,
just-
and I'm sure if you need any help, I mean, we'll put all of your details and
We'll
stuff
shout
on
out,
our
yes,
website.
yes.
No,
So
we
we'll
must
get it.
start our own
But you're not going anywhere. We're going to be in the kitchen. I heard that you're an amazing cook, so I'm happy
Am
to
I an
have
amazing
you.
No, you are, sweetie.
Well, you can't say no, no.
I'll sleep on the couch.
So remember to share your story with us. So go over to our social media places like our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all of that. And we want to know if you and your partner have ever gone through anything that you've overcome together. So tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page. After the break, we make that delicious dal and roasted vegetable curries with coconut rice.
Nice.
Our guests on Afternoon Express fly domestically with Mango. Enjoy outstanding service, online check-in and seat selection. With the widest booking and payment options, Mango is the only airline globally to accept store charge cards as a means of payment. Fly in comfort with ergonomically efficient seats for more legroom aboard a fleet of new generation Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Join the guests of Afternoon Express and fly Mango. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. If you've just joined us and you haven't gotten dinner started already, good time, because of course it is the Tuesday cook-along. Now, curries are the best way to combine delicious flavour, exotic ingredients and the goodness of vegetables all in one dish. So today we will prepare a plant-based curry using vegetables in place of meat, and I'm really interested and hungry. Now, the hero ingredients today are the Kara sweet potato. I don't even know what a Kara sweet potato is. That the orange one?
Oh, that's actually the purple skin one, orange one, and there's a white one. It's a range.
Divine. And of course, tender stem broccoli, which is my favorite. And it's a great way also to introduce more vegetable and plant-based diet into your lifestyle. Now, to get the ingredient list and a link to the recipe sent to your phone, simply SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each. No free SMSs apply. And if you get stuck, then give us a call anytime during the show on 021 430 9881, or if you just want to chat with any of our fabulous chefs or guests, we're all here. All right, so how do we get started?
Okay, so we can start with our Cara sweet potatoes, and these are exclusive to Woolies.
I was going to say that I always use the purple, and I've never cooked with.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the orange one.
Do they taste the same?
I don't think so. I think there's a bit of a denser flesh with the orange one, and I feel like it tastes a little nuttier. Okay. Maybe that's just me.
Maybe you're just a little nuttier.
True story. But I kind of like, I believe that there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah. Well, we'll taste today.
There we go.
We'll give the we'll do the taste test
so
today.
We can start, yeah?
Yeah, so the first thing is, when you're preparing vegetables, I see how you went in there and you stopped, is we're trying to get people excited about vegetables. And there's never been a better time to be into vegetables. Yeah. So much so that if you are a Discovery Vitality member, you can get up to 25% back of your shop if you load your trolley with all these yummy, good vegetables.
Yeah, I really should do that.
It's crazy.
I always buy veggies. I'm a full veggie.
And you can be getting money back for it.
Exactly.
Look at that. So, exclusive to Woolies we spoke about, and the thing is, I'm obsessed with these sweet potatoes. I actually met the farmer that is growing these guys.
Is he cute? I just want to know. Sometimes veggies
I mean, Yus is probably watching now. So I'm going to say, Yus, you're a very attractive man. I mean, Okay, so getting back into the vegetables, I had to. What was I going to say?
I like farmers. My grandfather was a farmer, and he was a handsome man.
There we go. Absolutely.
Normal question.
Okay, so we're trying to get people back into vegetables, and the biggest thing is also how our parents used to cook it and how we cook it now.
Yeah.
Love them. They did a great job. My mom is best cook in the world. But we're talking, maybe our grandparents. Grandparents, as we say.
Yeah, my grandmothers are great. My mom's not such a hard cook.
Oh, okay. But they used to cut everything the same way, so the textures used to be the same. Things used to go mushy because they used to overcook it. Now we know the more you cook things, especially vegetables, you lose the nutrients, which is what you actually want, which is also why we're not taking the skin off the sweet potato. So what that is now, we're going to add a bit of texture by keeping it nice and chunky. This is going to roast in the oven.
I'm going to copy you, right?
Go for it. We're going to roast this, so it's going to go extremely soft. And do you know how our parents used to add sugar to sweet potato? I mean, do you not know this?
No.
I also don't.
I think that's a terrible habit.
It is horrible. Yeah. And I remember it was one of my worst experiences ever in memories. True story, I'm scarred. Preschool. They used to sprinkle sugar over your vegetables and make you finish it.
No,
I'm going back there right now.
Don't you do that do you still sprinkle on butternut and stuff?
No, oh, so it's you. It is you.
No, but I learned it from my mom, guys.
And
why did they do that? To make it tasty for children?
I think sometimes you get butternuts or sweet potatoes that don't release enough sweetness to them. So, but I prefer using honey than using sugar.
Absolutely. Okay. But you know what the trick is? If you want to bring out that natural sweetness, roast it in the oven. There's natural sugars on the outside of your sweet potato, your butternut, your carrots, whatever you're working with. So what happens, also same thing with meat. When you add meat to a pan, the natural sugars start caramelizing, get that crust in it. We're doing the same to the vegetables. In the oven, you're going to get the crust, you're going to get that natural sweet flavor. Aya, can I just stop right there? I love that you're keeping the skin on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, come on. The butternut, you roast it, and then you can still taste that very, very good flavor from the butternut skin. It tastes so amazing. I don't know if you've tried it before.
Yeah.
I'm actually a fan of skins. Wow, vegetables.
Yeah.
Like even the potatoes, I'll peel them and fry them.
We were all on the same page.
No, I mean, I don't know. So I mean, the potatoes are like, I peel the skins and then I fry them with like salt and pepper, and I enjoy that. No waste.
Yeah.
And it kind of holds the butternut together. That's the thing. Yeah. Moving along. Okay, let's add our nice chunked vegetables into. Actually, no. Let's actually do a little trick. I like how you're on it, and then I say, and you pull back. It's me. So a little bit of.
No, because I don't want to be like. It's normally me first in the kitchen at my house. So today I need to take a step back and learn one or two things. You never stop learning, eh?
I heard that you guys don't like going out to restaurants. That you like eating at home and you like cooking.
We like home cooked food.
Yeah,
we really do. My kids, though, with vegetables, I sort of have to squeeze them in here and there. Specifically the sweet vegetables like your butternuts and your mash and all that nice stuff. Spinach and broccoli, all kids, I think, just are not fans.
I guarantee, okay, today's the day they're going to be into the broccoli.
Yeah?
So, what I've done is...
help me out here.
Here we go. I've got one of the easy Indian curry paste. This is the, blocking it, vindaloo that I'm adding in there. So, I always add a little bit of oil first and then add the paste. It helps kind of like to dilute the flavor, not dilute it, thin out the flavors a bit. So, you coat your vegetables really well. Probably, it looks like a lot of oil, but you won't be using all that oil. A lot of it will be left behind in the bowl, which is really great. So very important with any curry or anything that is curried, salt. You can have the best curry recipe in the world, but you have no salt, it's going to taste like nothing.
True story.
So salt going in there.
And I think because you're going to be using sweet potatoes and a lot of veggies, you need that salt because it's gonna suck all that salt. Yeah, and then you don't want to end up having a tasteless dish.
Just like meat. True story. Okay, so we're going to start tossing these veggies in the curry paste. Will you talk us through our beautiful rice?
So now with my rice, I've already chopped my spring onions there. I'm going to start with them on the pot, like it's 2 leaves of spring onions. You put it over there. Can you please help me out with the stove while I'm busy doing this? Can you switch this one on? Yes. There you go.
Come on, Jeannie.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, while that is going on, I'm going to pour my coconut cream in there. This is now going to help enhance more flavors of the rice and also...
Is it on? And that one I can switch off?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I did it. There you go.
Cup and a half of rice. You can use any type of rice that you want to use, and I'd like to use jasmine because it will give you that nice fragrance to it.
Okay, spring onion, rice, coconut milk,
and then water.
and then water.
And then you let that boil.
Okay.
And then after that, like 10-15 minutes, you just simmer it down.
And then obviously you use less water because you're putting in the coconut milk. So
Yes.
And what does that do? Does it give it coconut flavor and make it very more fluffy?
It gives, exactly that. And also with the spring onions, it kind of makes it taste nice and earthy because the spring onions, they're nice and fresh. So with that, it just helps it build. You can have it by itself. You can also like make a rice pudding with that. It tastes so amazing. Yeah, but without the spring onions.
Yeah. I love rice pudding. I love rice pudding.
There we go. Cool. So into our veggies now, I'm gonna add your butter in a minute.
Sweet.
Also got these tender stem broccoli, another beautiful ingredient that's exclusive to Woolies. I like it because you get so much more broccoli on the actual stalk itself.
What is the difference between tender stem and a regular broccoli?
So if you look at an old floret of broccoli, it's a little shorter, a little stubbier. Okay. There's a lot more floret than there is the actual stalk on it.
Okay.
But you get so much different flavor from the stalk and the florets as well.
Yeah.
A more deeper, like cauliflower flavor, but the stalk's a little sweeter. Which is why
Broccoli, not cauliflower.
you know what? Broccoli, which is why I see people eating it raw.
Yeah.
Which is really true.
I put raw broccoli in salad.
It tastes good. It tastes good like raw.
I'll
The
try
stems
it.
on, and then you get the big ones, which I normally use for like soups and stuff.
Exactly.
And it works best for that. And then these ones raw and for salads.
story.
They work best.
My tip would have been to actually add your broccoli to the whole mix like 15 minutes just before the dish is done, because the broccoli takes a little less time to actually roast. But we're all in the pot right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to get your rice going. I'm going to get the veggies into the oven. So when we come back, we're going to start on the Dhal curry. It's already smelling good. Guarantees itself 10 times better when we get back.
I'm so glad that we have you here for dinner, and I'm so glad we have you cooking with us. So remember, you can also give us a call live on 021 430 9881 for any questions or comments that you've got for Phumeza and Shota as we continue with today's hearty recipe. We'll be right back after this.
And then you can actually chuck it in the oven already for me.
I'm a terrible cook.
Jeannie, you can't say that anymore. You're not. You're good.
I cook nicely if I'm in the mood.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express for our fantastic Tuesday cook-along, and we've got the lovely Phumeza in the kitchen as we're making this delicious curry and fragrant rice with our wonderful chef Aya. It's so good in here at the moment. To get the ingredient list and a link to the recipe sent directly to your phone, simply SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each, no free SMSs apply. And of course, any questions, give us a call on 021 430 9881. So before the break, we put the veggies together to get roasted, started making our rice, and now we're ready for the next step.
Which is the Dhal. So, Jeannie, can you get our paella pan on in the middle for me, please?
Sure, guys.
It's your first day back. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, wait.
So, Jeannie, I know you like to say that you're not a good cook. You tell people that, but
Done.
actually, true story, I know you are a good cook. And with your palate,
I'm a great eater. I don't know if I'm a good cook.
All right, okay.
But yes, I do like to taste nice, lots of different things.
Do you have a go-to kind of cuisine that you cook at home?
I'm like a basic cook. So I'll cook like your basic lamb stew. I'll do like your lasagna. Recently, I did like a lentil soup, which I'm the only one who ate at home. Everyone was like, no, we don't want lentil soup. So, you know, that sort of thing is my thing, yeah.
Can I get a bit of oil in there, Jeannie?
Of course.
So, again, let's get
And
this
do you
in.
sing in the kitchen while you cook?
Not really, not anymore.
What?
I do, and I'm not even a singer. Okay,
I
is that
listen
enough
to
oil?
music more than I sing in the kitchen.
Oh, good question. Asking you if that's enough oil. Here's the thing, right? So a lot of times people are obviously scared of like using fat in the kitchen. They think it's not healthy, but it actually is. And also, if you watch your rice, if you don't add enough fat, you actually end up blistering.
Burning the kitchen down.
You end up blistering your vegetables, and it doesn't taste good. So use a healthier oil. Definitely go for it.
So healthy oil, you can use a little bit more.
Yeah, if it works for the dish, definitely do.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, we've got a caller on the line. Hi, how are you? Am I speaking to Cozy? Hello?
Hi, Ginny, it's Posy speaking.
Hello, Posy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Lovely to chat to you. What's your question or comment?
Comment to Clem.
Hi.
As far as the sweet potato goes, we're old school. That's how we used to do it. Put it in the oven and have it directly from there.
Exactly.
Okay.
I like it.
No added sugar.
So you didn't sprinkle the sugar over the sweet potato.
No, it was a sweet vegetable, and that's how we had it. On the other hand, what we had as a dessert was put that with your cardamom and your cinnamon stick, and have that with your sugar, and afterwards put it on your custard, which was made. Thank you very much.
All right.
Sounds
are you
lovely.
from Cape Town?
I beg your pardon?
Are you from Cape Town?
No,
From
I'm
Lenasia.
Johannesburg.
All right. I
Yes.
always thought there was a Cape Town thing. Look at that. I'm very impressed. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Posy, for the call. Mwah. Hope you're enjoying the show. Okay, onions going.
Cool.
Yeah,
Mustard
next.
seed. Okay, cool. I love mustard seed. I don't feel like we have enough mustard seed in our diet. Sprinkle
Really?
that in.
A lot of it.
Yeah, like a tablespoon, and then stick back. I like food that bites you, right? So mustard seeds, they pop.
How's
They pop
that?
at you.
Are they good?
That's enough. That's good. And then I've got some
That's a tablespoon.
cumin seeds. I like how you handle the spice. You're doing a great job. Here we go. A little sprinkle, some cumin.
If there's one thing I can handle, it's spice.
Hey.
I think also with curries, that's when you get to go for gold. When it comes to spices, it allows you to play around with a lot of spices to get that nice aroma. You know, when someone walks in your house and then they start smelling the curry spices.
But cumin can be
It's
quite
amazing.
overwhelming, no?
Yeah,
I see you
it
being
can,
very sparing with it. I don't know.
Must I put more in?
Yeah, I mean, I like cumin. I feel like if you make a curry and your neighbors aren't knocking on the door, you're not doing it right.
There's a problem,
There's
right?
something,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something
How's
wrong.
that?
That's
Genoeg?
That's
Genoeg.
cool. That's
Okay.
Then
Coriander seeds.
All right.
man.
How's that?
Love, love, love.
I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're winning.
Okay.
So I forgot
Oh,
you.
mistress of spices.
There we go. Some curry leaves.
Okay.
And you know what? You can actually open up the top of that one. I like
Does
adding
this
like
not look like I'm burning it?
No, you're winning.
Okay.
You got it? You can actually take the whole top off and just toy and then what looks good.
Do curry leaves give it a heat?
You know what? No, it doesn't. You know what
So
I
what
always
is the
say?
flavour of a curry leaf?
If you can't make a good curry, right? If you're not successful at it,
How's that?
add curry leaves to a curry, and you'll be winning. It's got the
Okay.
essential flavors of curry right there. Even if you smell that, it smells like a good curry. The curry
Oh
leaves
yeah,
itself.
no.
And at the same time, I
I'm
think it
winning.
helps to enhance all other spices of the curry.
Yeah.
Which is
Definitely.
great. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in with some cinnamon,
Okay.
and then Jeannie, your favorite, turmeric.
Yeah,
There we go.
definitely.
Turmeric, go in.
And I'm going to throw a lot into it.
Yeah, I knew you were going to.
Let's cumin more.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like that because that's your vibe. That's what you like, right?
Yeah.
Healthy.
And you can take that home with you because I know you'll be going through so much turmeric.
I have a lot of turmeric. Thank you. Oh, gifties.
Yes, man. Okay, cool. So now, no meat. We're adding our lentils. Now, let me just tell you something, right? That's just a bit of like science right here. There is 28.1 grams of protein per 100 grams in these lentils. That's more than some of the protein shakes you get there. So
How many?
Gym guys, this should be what you're snacking on.
Yes, that's enough.
I hope my hubby's
That's enough,
listening.
Simi.
There you go.
Is enough?
Yeah.
I wasn't listening to
No,
you.
it's
I am
perfect.
so
It's
sorry.
perfect. It's so perfect.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. That's gonna simmer, and then we're gonna be eating soon.
Done. El presto. Oh my word.
It
Great.
does look amazing. It does, yeah.
That was a curry in a hurry, but now packed full of flavour, it really is, and it proves to be really absolutely delicious. And of course, you're incorporating more veggies into your diet. It's mouth-watering. Plant-based is definitely easy to prepare and a great way to get your family eating their greens and veggies as well. Why don't you try this tonight with your family? Let us know how it goes, and send us photographs and messages to let us know how the recipe works for you. And of course, if you want the ingredient list and of course the recipe, all you need to do is SMS EAT to 33650. SMS is R1.50 each, no free SMSs apply, and you'll get everything sent to your phone that you need. If you missed any of these steps, here's a quick recap. This is amazing. I'm actually so proud of myself. It looks like we've made a decent
It's
curry.
beautiful.
It's
Honestly,
fantastic.
it is.
Now, when it comes to South African cuisine, Amagwinya is the type of food that reminds us of Mama's kitchen at home or the local spaza shop. And that's what we are making after the break. And I'm going to make sure Clem puts a bit of this in our curry.
Spicy.
Instant hot chocolate? Of course. It's possible with Clover Super M when you hashtag try it hot this winter. Keeping Afternoon Express smiling right through the chilly months, Warmed Up Super M is the simplest hot chocolate option when all you need to do is pour, heat and enjoy. So hashtag try it hot with Clover Super M and catch the cast of Afternoon Express putting their own twist on this cup of deliciousness made with love by Clover.
this Amagwinya and Vetkoek Day on August the 30th. Join us on Afternoon Express to celebrate this South African classic by frying up a batch with friends, family and colleagues. Enter the Olive Pride National Amagwinya and Vetkoek Day giveaway and tell us who you believe deserves an Olive Pride Amagwinya Day hamper. Enter on the Olive Pride Facebook and Instagram pages. Entries close at midnight on the 29th of August. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. So in lieu of Vetkoek Day this Thursday, the 30th of August, we thought that we'd inspire you with a sweet version of this South African favourite. So level up your Amagwinya game and show us who can do better than our chocolate-filled Vetkoek. Enter the Olive Pride competition by nominating a friend who you think makes the best Amagwinya, and they could stand the chance to win an Olive Pride hamper. But if you would love to try this delicious recipe, simply SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs are R1.50 each, and no free SMSs apply. And trust me, I mean, Clem, you've outdone yourself. This is one like too much.
Yeah, it's not an everyday Amagwinya. It's not. But it's a real treat, okay? You're gonna really wanna make this. So in our mixer, we've got some cake flour, basic, almost bread dough-like recipe. So we're going in with yeast. Okay. We're going in with sugar. And then we give that a little mix.
That up. Level up, level up. When I say that now, I think of that song.
It's stuck there. It's in there.
This is our leveled up Amagwinya.
It really is. Okay, cool. A little bit of Olive Pride. Why? Because why not?
Of course.
Okay. There we go. That goes in there. And actually keep that nearby because we're going to use it in the oil.
Yeah.
And then water. It's not warm. All right. It's like room temperature.
Lukewarm.
Yeah. The reason for that is you want to kind of like activate the yeast that you've got going on in there. They're going to feed on the sugar as well. Yeah. And it's going to start bubbling. It's going to start rising. Okay. You don't want to add cold water. It's going to take a lot longer. You don't want to add hot water because they're going to die.
That's a great trick. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really sensitive to heat. If it's too hot, they literally will just like...
Okay.
Yeah, they're alive, eh? Can you hear them? Hi. Can you hear them? Like...
I don't want to know that.
Okay, cool. Then what happens is that it gets a good mix.
Yeah.
You end up with a beautiful dough like this.
Yeah.
Let's create some space. I'm going to put this
Still
at the back here. It's alive. True story. It's alive. And you know that because it's risen. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock it back.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take it. So now, hardcore Amagwinya makers don't use a knife, right? They've got the skill of like popping it, rolling it, and like that's enough. That's the shape. Also, I've been told that I make my Amagwinya's too they look privileged because I make them perfectly round. Okay, so apparently this is what it's got to look like, okay? And then you drop it into the oil. Yeah. It's going to do its thing. Put the lid on.
Can I tell you, it must have those little jagged edges because when you're eating it, those are the crispy bits. That's
I now know that.
Perfect.
I now know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so mine were very one-dimensional. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Here we go. And look at exactly like you said. There's that little knob, little jagged edges. I'm going to kind of take a little skewer. Just create a little space, work it around. Yeah. Make sure you get in. The larger the hole, the more chocolate you can get inside there.
That hole's not big enough. Yeah, this is my hole.
Whoa! All right, okay. Chocolate hazelnut spread, okay? Use whatever chocolate spread you'd like. Yes. But this is the great one, the hazelnut, a nice nutty one. And then you squeeze and squeeze, and as you squeeze, you pull it out until you get a little knob like that at the end, just like that.
Yeah.
Right, you want to give it a go? I saw you stick your finger in there.
I didn't. I promise I didn't.
All right, so what you do now is you take your...
But this one's going to be...
It's going to be all chocolate.
Oh, that's going to be so deliciously chocolatey. I mean, have a look at that.
Oh, that's so good.
If you don't think this is delicious, then there's something wrong with you.
It's going to get more delicious.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Okay.
No, how?
So in here, I've got some toasted... You can't see it right now. What I've done is I've toasted almonds, to bring out the flavor of them. And then I've blended them with patience. I'm gonna say it slower. And then you blend it with icing sugar to make this beautiful dust. So we got that nutty chocolate flavor inside. Now we roll it in this beautiful almondy icing sugar on the outside. Double nutty chocolate flavor. And then you wear black. And then you bite into it, and you get it everywhere.
Yeah, when you return, you're gonna see me. I'm gonna have this white powder all over me.
There we go. It's that easy. Incredible. And these are super decadent. These are like crazy decadent.
You've leveled up your Amagwinya game so much. Thank you. Delicious. Now remember to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe sent to you. SMSs, of course, R1.50 each. No free SMSs apply. And just in case you missed it, here is a recap of the steps.
Made with love by Clover.
I mean, it's just all too much. This is exactly how we're going to be celebrating Amagwinya Day this Thursday. It's delicious. I really do hope you give it a try at home. All right, when we come back, we've got our fantastic guests at the table, and we tuck in to see how well our curry turned out. We'll be right back. This Amagwinya and Vet Cook Day on August the 30th. Join us on Afternoon Express to celebrate this South African classic by frying up a batch with friends, family and colleagues. Enter the Olive Pride National Amagwinya and Vet Cook Day giveaway and tell us who you believe deserves an Olive Pride Amagwinya Day hamper. Enter on the Olive Pride Facebook and Instagram pages. Entries close at midnight on the 29th of August. Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and of course we've got a fantastic guests in the loft, and obviously our guinea pigs to see if our curry turned out as well as what we anticipated. How good does it look? Do you want me to help you dish up?
It looks amazing. Hey.
We'll dish up. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mpilo.
There you go.
Are you going to dish up for yourself? Must Baba help you?
Dish up.
Oh, okay. Do you know how to dish up?
He's so sweet.
I'll do it, it's fine.
So, something that I found really amusing and so interesting was you used to be in like a boy band almost with Black Coffee.
And Demo, yes.
That's amazing. How did that come about? You obviously did the vocals. Did he do the DJing tracks while you were singing?
Okay, this is how it works. I'm a singer.
Yeah.
Demo is a keyboard player.
Yeah.
And Black Coffee is more of a programmer. He programs drums and stuff. So Black Coffee would be busy with rhythms there.
Yeah.
Demo would be coming up with progressions and stuff. While they're busy at that, I'll be thinking of what to sing about. You know, it was you know, at the time, because it started in 1999.
Yeah.
You know, it's been decades away. You know, it was something good. You know, like it went very, very big. You know, unfortunately now we're busy, so we can't carry on. But people are still saying, "Where's Shana? Where's Shana?" You know.
Exactly.
So hopefully in the next maybe few years we'll come back again.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So your story today and having you on the show has inspired so many more people, and so many people, I suppose, with a lot of what you've spoken about. So we've got a few callers on the line. We're going to take our first one. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for calling Afternoon Express. What's your question or comment?
My comment is just to highly commend Mnqobi and Phumeza for taking care of the child, because I also don't like residential schools. So I concur with Mnqobi. I really say congratulations, you're doing the right thing. And I'm very happy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Sabong. Thank you.
I mean, how far are you away from opening the school? So have you got a plan together? Have you got all of the carers and teachers available?
Yes, we do have everyone in place. Now it's just going forward with getting the funding, which is proving to be tough, but I mean, we'll get there eventually. So we're in the process of approaching funders, you know, getting everything in place. We've identified the property we'd like to build on, you know, and all of that stuff. So
professional teachers as well, teachers.
Exactly. So you've just got to have a whole lot of events where people will come and watch you guys sing.
Yes, and raise funds in that way.
Exactly. Do you think you're going to work together again on another album, maybe? Because I mean, your last album did well. I mean, you were nominated for a Sama. Not a Sama, was it a Metro?
Yes. Yeah. This was back in 2010. This is long ago. I no longer sing, so maybe you can.
Yeah.
He's got a single coming out.
Look,
you want to tell the people about him
something new. I'm dropping something new now. Obviously, there's no excuse. You can see the young man now is independent now. You know, but between me and her, it's up to her. You know, we run a company, Shota Music P2 Ltd. It's a record company. We sign artists. You know, there's 2 artists that we're going to release this year also. Bongani Mthembu, you know, Malevel. There's another Maskandi lady from KZN.
Amazing.
You know, so Shota is coming back. Shota Music is coming back. Yeah. So in the near future, if she's interested, but I think she's busy. She's very busy. So
she clearly
yeah. I'm a fan, by the way. So we'll see. Hey, young one.
He's eating the lentils.
Yay! Is it good?
That's how good it is.
Nice.
It's a win. Okay, we've got a caller on the line. We've got Mpo from Limpopo. Hi, Mpo.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Great. What's your question or comment?
I just want to say to Phumeza and Shota, I am super proud of them. I know what it's like to have a child with a disability. I've got twins. They are autistic, and I know it's a difficult journey. It's an emotional roller coaster. And Shota, thank you so much for supporting that beautiful woman and standing by her side, because it's very, very important. Unfortunately, your producer is very strict with time, but keep driving forward, guys. I'm so proud of you, and you give me hope, a lot of hope.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Swami. Yeah. It's my job.
Thank you so much for your call, Paul. Wow, thank you so much for being on the show and just inspiring so many people.
And before we run, what do you want to say quickly? Otherwise, when we get home, we're going to all be in trouble. What do you want to say quickly?
What's your shout
out
to?
To autocorrect.
Yes, autocorrect. His brother.
Yeah.
Yes, and?
And Kumo and Paul.
And Kuma and Paul. Shout out, guys. They're watching at home.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
So it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Don't worry, we've got a little sweetie here for you after you finish your lentils as
Please
well.
let him finish the lentils.
Thank you so much for being here today. And of course, join us again tomorrow as we chat to actress Jill Levenberg and producer Paulo Ariel. And plus, we meet social worker Nsikelo to look at the effects of tick and other drugs. We'll be back then. Until then, good night and God bless. Ciao.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.